Greetings, everyone. Welcome to the latest installment of Am I the Asshole? If you're a fan of hearing Reddit tales, it would greatly benefit the channel if you could give a thumbs up or subscribe. Let's dive straight into our first story. Am I the asshole for not getting special treats for a neighbor kid who has a disability? Every year at Halloween, we give out chips instead of candy. My wife and I think it's fun for the kids to get chips to go along with their candy. We buy ahead of time at Costco, so there's always plenty. What we don't use will be saved for things like BBQ later in the year, so people can have their own bags of chips. I have a neighbor, Debbie, who is really upset about the potato chips we give Put because her kid don't eat them. She thinks we should offer some other options to her kid because he has a disability. I don't think that's fair, and I told her it's extremely rude to ask people who are giving out free stuff for Halloween to change things for just one kid. And I told her I'm not doing it. When her child comes and knocks on my door, he gets chips like everyone else. I let the kids pick the types of chips from the bowl that they like, and I feel like that's more than generous. Debbie said other neighbors are accommodating her child disability for Halloween, and I should think of others. I'm older, so I think a child should be grateful for whatever they get for free on Halloween and not expect special treatment for a disability when getting free items. Edit. My wife and I decided we don't want to deal with it anymore and will be donating the chips to the local school and churches for their Halloween party. Lights off at our house. Not the asshole. So my kid is on the autism spectrum and he only eats Skittles Littles and Sour Punch Bites. He will not touch any other candy, and trying to bribe him to taste it just leads to him gagging until he pukes. You are not responsible for accommodating every effing kid on Halloween. You're a freaking person, not some business organization, giving out free candy. The only accommodation I would ever think of asking for would involve me providing the treats and just asking the neighbors to give my kid that thing. Nope. Exactly. Some children, like yours, will only eat a select few things, and some kids are allergic to certain things. The person handing out candy isn't responsible to ensure that every single child gets what they can eat. The point of going through candy at the end of the night is to make sure you pull out anything that a child can't want eat. The point of going through candy at the end of the night is to make sure you pull out anything that a child can't/want eat. Incorrect. The point of going through the candy at the end of the night is to collect my mommy tax, lol. My brother and I would unload all of our candy at the end of the night and trade. We were very serious about it. It would take almost the same amount of time as trick-or-treating. Lol. She thinks we should offer some other options to her kid because he has a disability. And she's free to think that she just isn't free to require it of you. Wow, lol, the nerve. If her kid doesn't like it, he can trade with another kid for something he does like, just like the rest of us and our kids have done. Not the asshole. Not the asshole. New level of entitlement there. Part of Halloween for me was always trading the stuff you don't like with friends, as we trick-or-treated, or siblings when I got home. If nobody wanted it, it went to my parents. Am I the asshole for letting my ex and my kids' half-siblings be poor when I could help? I have an ex with whom I share 2 kids, 13M and 12M. Our relationship did not work out, and we broke up 7 years ago. Since I was the financially stable one, she wanted me to have full custody. I have had full custody ever since. She has visitation, but she only uses it intermittently. Quickly after the breakup, she started dating a guy with money. He is from overseas. She quickly got pregnant by the guy, and they had a son. The guy did not want to raise someone else's kids, so she moved 3 hours away and completely stopped seeing our kids for almost 2 years. It turns out the guy's money was actually family money, and when his conservative family found out about my ex and the baby, they cut them off. Also, their son had some developmental issues. She got pregnant again, and a few months later, her boyfriend left and returned to his home country. She is now 6-ish months pregnant with no job and taking care of a special needs kid. She called me last week and asked me for financial help. They are living out of a motel, and she is running out of money. I have a lake house about 30 minutes from her. She asked if she could stay there. I said no. She asked if I would send her money. I said no. She called me an AH. She said that I'm letting my family suffer unnecessarily when I have the means to help. I told I have no obligation to help. We have been arguing ever since. Am I the asshole? Not the asshole. You have responsibilities to your kids, as did she, but she doesn't have custody, so let's say that's not part of this particular question. You do not have responsibility to your ex or any other kids she has. She can call you anything she wants. She's your ex. You can facilitate visitation or anything else that's for the benefit of your two children. But it's more than reasonable to say no to anything else. She needs to chase the other kid's father or other family down for their support if she can. Did she have second thoughts before leaving her own kids for another man? No, she was heartless, so then now she can't request anything. Not the asshole. 1. You have 2 kids with an absent mother to raise. Don't let her guilt you. 2. Helping in this case will lead to dependence. She'll not leave your home and expect you to support her. 3. You should not become a financial crutch for an ex that makes really bad decisions. 4. Having half-siblings doesn't make you, specifically, your finances family. 5. If her kids are suffering, it is because of her poor decisions, not yours. 6. Calling you for money and not for the kids. She basically abandoned, should say all you need to know. Anna, you have no obligations to her. Make sure you've got cameras at the lake house or neighbors who can tell you if she trespasses, because unless you can stop her, she could and probably will just show up at the lake house and stay there without your permission. House has cameras and is in a gated community with 24/7 security. Well, that's another episode of Am I the Asshole in the books. I really appreciate all of you who made it this far into the video. Of course, if you enjoyed this video, it would really help the channel out a lot if you gave the video a thumbs up, subscribe, or leave a comment down below. I hope that you enjoyed it, and I'll see you next time.